Welcome everyone back to Anime Explained Poorly with me, George, and
Gabriel.
we are really happy for the love that we got in our pilot episode actually. So we want to thank you all for actually listening to it and liking it and yeah,
Yeah, we feel it actually went really good. It's our first video. We haven't done like a marketing or
no.
something, and we have seen that it have a lot of views. Um, Good feedback. We know we have to improve a lot of
Yes,
stuff, but
exactly.
everything is going really, really well. And because of that, we're making a new episode today.
Yes, and today we're going to speak or discuss a little bit about one of the shows that we actually really like, or actually it is Gabriel's favorite show. It's Mushoku Tensei.
I mean, it's one of my favorites, actually. One of my favorites.
So yeah, so we are going to speak a little bit about it, and please like and subscribe, and follow us on Spotify and on Instagram.
Just in case, we're gonna speak
Yes,
not about the whole light novels. We could, but it's for that we need a lot of episodes.
yes, and it will take a lot
But
of time.
I think we're gonna make kind of like a recap of the first one
Two
and
seasons.
second season. Yeah,
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 a
somewhere
little
ahead.
bit. We will
A
at
little
least
bit.
try in some kind of way, as you know, we are Anime Explained Poorly, where no one has asked us to even start a podcast, and we are two random guys discussing anime.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
and for some reason, we will always explain it poorly. That's our thing. A little bit.
Okay, how
So,
do we start?
I don't know. Like, we can actually start with one of the best. Or no, I don't know. You
Well,
like
for the
this
people
character
that don't know the name, Mushoku Tensei in Japanese,
and
jobless reincarnation in
in
English.
English. Yes. So Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. We're going to talk about it, and I want to start with one of the characters, one of the characters,
The man,
the man, the
the
myth,
myth,
the legend,
the legend,
Rudius Grey Rat.
Julius Grey Rat.
Oh, I
The
forgot to I forgot to tell them something.
Tell me
Do you know what?
what?
Remember, we are the number one anime podcast in the world, and the most poorly explained one, at least. So
Yeah, yeah, actually true.
Yeah,
Actually true.
So
Well,
I had to tell you guys that also because I started it last
we
episode, so we
cannot
need
miss
to
that
continue.
detail.
No, we can't.
Well, what can we say about the legend?
I don't know.
Some people love him, some people hate him.
And some people are really, really disgusted by him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
actually.
I
So,
know why, but I don't see that many. I don't take things so serious. It's actually an animated series. We don't take things so serious. And
Yeah.
even though I know some people might argue or might say that maybe I'm a pervert or something because I'm defending him, it's some details in the beginning of the series that explain that whatever he's doing is not because he's a pervert, even though he was, but he's kind of like limited by his new body. He has
Yeah.
some feelings and stuff that comes in his new life that comes with his age. And another thing too, I don't know what will be more weird for people if he reincarnate as what he reincarnate, and then he was attracted to 40 years old ladies and have a relation with
Yeah.
them, or what he did.
But before we go into him like as a person,
Yeah, true.
before who is Rudy's Grey Rat? Not how disgusting he is or not disgusting or who he is attracted to and
I
not
know it's
attracted
just
to.
that, always you see in
Yes.
Reddit and stuff like that. Everybody when they talk about him, they talk about like that
Yes.
fucked upness that
Yeah.
actually is what makes the series weirdly, but
Yeah, bad in some
but
people's
bad in
eyes.
but it makes the series great.
Yes, of course, it's a really great show. It has really great elements to it. But who is Rudy's Grey Rat in your eyes?
In my
In your
eyes,
eyes.
he was somebody that have a really fucked up life, become something that even himself was ashamed. And after he's dead in the physical world that we live, he got a second chance in a new world, and he took it all. For
But
good or for
reincarnated.
bad, he reincarnated as Rudius Grey Rat.
Yep.
Before he was Satoru something.
Yep.
Um,
A Japanese guy at 36 years old.
Yeah, and he just
Yeah.
take advantage of his new life and try to go over all of his traumas. He got a lot of traumas that we can kind of understand or not understand, but he had them,
Yep.
and he makes a lot of friends. He fulfilled a lot of stuff in his life, and he becomes a legend to
So
us and inside that world too.
before we even go into the legendness of this person, the anime is only on season 2.
Is what?
It's only on season 2, the anime.
I mean,
And it's on volume 12 of the light novel.
yeah,
They're-
but
they're-
it's in season 2 is because the last 2 seasons were like part 1, part 2, right?
both season 1 and season 2 has been part 1, part 2. Both of them.
Both?
Yeah. So
Because
season 1 was part 1
For what I
and
remember,
then part 2.
right now, season 1 ends when
Season
he,
2.
when he separates from Irish, and then it
Yeah.
begins season 2 that he go to become an adventure by himself, and it ends when he found that Sylvie was
No, that's
sacked or
only
sick.
or
Sick.
not sick. He was sick, and
I mean,
Sylphie
his name
helped
was
him,
like
yeah.
sick or something like that.
You mean
And then-
Sylphie's guy name?
Yeah,
I don't know.
as a guard, like
I
a
don't
royal
remember it
guard.
even. But the thing is,
And then the other season,
yeah,
that for me was the third, but you told me like
no,
not.
it's
It
part
was like
2.
when he goes to save Itness. No, what is he called? Her mom name?
Rudy's mom.
Yeah,
either
Rudy's
way.
mom. Yeah, he
Ines,
goes
I think also something like that.
meet Paulus
Yeah,
and go and
yeah.
save Roxy.
So that is season 2 still.
Okay, that means season
yes.
2 got 2 parts then.
Yes. So just to clarify for everyone, if you haven't watched Mushoku Tensei, A Jobless Reincarnation, we will only speak about the anime for the first and second season only. And season 1 has 2 parts to it. So first part is whenever he's at Rudy's or Grey Rat residence and helping Eris,
Mhm.
or teaching Eris, trying to teach her magic. And then the second part is whenever he's visiting the Demon Continent. So we are following them with one of our favorite characters, Rudyard.
Roger,
Yeah.
Roger Superdia.
Yeah, he's superb.
Superdia.
And
He's a
he's an amazing character for the show. I really like him. Then the second part of the second season starts with after Eris has left Rudius,
Yep.
and he has started adventuring
Because
himself.
he got traumatized.
Yes, and trying to cure his impotence.
yeah, with Sarah,
Yes.
and he couldn't.
Yes,
Get it
so yeah, in some kind of way, yep. And then the second part of season 2 is actually, it ends with when they try to rescue his mother,
Mhm.
and Paul, something happens to him.
Okay, but we go from the beginning. We go from
Yes.
the beginning.
So I wanted
Okay.
just to recap the season 1 to season 2.
We go
a
from
little
the
bit.
beginning. Yeah. Let me see. In the
Yeah.
beginning, okay, Rudius was this guy Saturo that was really not good person. We're gonna say like that. That he had like a trauma. He couldn't go out of his home, and the only thing he does was read manga, watch adult content,
He was a shut-in, basically.
yeah, pretty
a
much.
complete shut-in.
Pretty much, exactly.
And his family didn't like
he
him.
lived with his parents when he was like 33, I believe, 34, I
Yeah.
believe so.
And they died.
Yeah, and his parents died, and
Yep.
he couldn't even go out of his home to go to the funeral. He's
Yep.
actually stay at home doing,
During the ceremony and
doing the same.
doing some
Yeah.
weird shit.
and then his brothers or
Yeah, kicked him
family
out. Yeah, I kicked him
kicked
out
him
of
out,
that.
and he had to go around walking. In that time, he saw kind of like a young people crossing the street or something. They're gonna get hit by a truck, and he saved them, pushing them, but he got the hit,
Yeah, and,
and
he
then
died.
he died.
Yes.
It's actually really good the way how they explain
Or
it.
he didn't die directly. He saw the doctors trying to
He
save him
falls
too.
in the floor.
Yeah.
He look at his arms, and they kind of like broken or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he like, I'm dying, and fuck, I'm gonna die as a virgin.
Yeah, everything
Actual
like that.
joke.
He was thinking
Actual
about
joke.
a lot of things. But
And then
yeah,
the cool thing when you start watching the series that he closed his eyes, and then he opened his eyes, and he see his arms, and they're now small. He cannot move.
And he's
he
a baby.
can't speak,
Yeah,
and it's because he
he's a
has
baby.
isekai, how
Yeah.
they will say it, reincarnate as a baby.
Yes, in a new world with new parents with the same mind. That is why people think the show is a little bit disgusting. But a fun fact about the show: this is the first isekai show. It is actually the grandparent of all isekais.
True. He's the
Yeah.
the OG.
Yeah, this is the OG isekai show. So that is basically how he became Rudius Grey Rat.
It's the actual fantasy. It's
Yeah.
the fantasy of like get imagine if you go to another world with magic and stuff, and you have actually the capacity of do something
Yeah, yeah.
about it. It's like the fantasy of like, what if I will reincarnate or be a character in Lord of the Rings or something
What
like
will I
that?
do differently and everything like
Do I
that?
become a hero, a
Yeah,
mage, whatever?
yeah, whatever.
Kind of like that, yeah.
So, but let's say like this. Okay, Rudius is reincarnated.
Yep.
Rudius is trying to live his life. He's learning about all these magical things in
Yeah,
this new
but you
world.
have to remember he didn't know in that world they had magic.
No,
Actually, it was fun how he find out.
yes. So, but like he's looking at the world through his new eyes. He's looking at the landscape is a little bit different. Where he grew up, he thinks he's in Germany for some reason.
Germany?
Yeah, I
I,
think so. If I remember
I
correctly.
think he just mentioned like Europe, like
Yeah, Europe, like
medieval
yeah.
Europe stuff.
But in my mind, everything like from that from manga and anime, they always think they're in Germany for some reason.
They
I don't
like
know.
Germany
Yeah,
a
they
lot,
like they
actually.
really like
It's
German.
like Attack on Titans.
Yeah,
All of them have
yeah.
like German names and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So, and in my opinion, Rudius is, I don't know if it's a German name, but it sounds a little bit like it. So I don't know.
Rudius? Nah, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I
But
don't know.
at least how it sounds for me. But either way, and he's checking everything and trying to understand where he actually is because one second he hits by the truck and the other second he is in a new world with a new parents and he's a baby. He doesn't know what is happening to him.
You got a second chance.
Yes, basically. So in that kind of sense, there has been a lot of things that is happening after that. But let's say like this: would you have done the same thing as Rudius did after he's reincarnated?
I mean, a normal person would actually not be happy to let his family behind.
Yeah,
He's an a special situation
it's a special case. Yeah,
because in my case, even though it sounds good and all the stuff, I have too much here that I don't want to
yeah,
leave behind. But
yes,
I mean,
yes, yes, yes.
everybody will die one day or something. That means you don't have a choice. I rather if you die, I don't know if you're religious or not or atheist or
Whatever.
whatever.
Yeah,
But if I can choose between nothingness
or
or
reincarnation.
reincarnation in a magical world, because you could reincarnate in a really bad
Yeah,
situation,
yeah,
you
yeah.
never know. uh as a second chance, as a life, I like life. I know
Yeah.
heaven it might be amazing too, but we don't know about
No, we
it.
don't
I'm
know
talking like
anything.
if somebody just tell you, give you the chance, like, would you choose to reincarnate in a different world where you could, like, I don't know, like,
Throw a fireball.
yeah, pretty much. I would say, why not? Maybe I will
Yeah.
die sooner or later in that world too. That means
Yeah.
maybe that time I might choose, like, yeah, maybe go to heaven if I was good.
Yeah. Basically, we're only choosing magical shows. It feels like at the moment. I think we're on a
We
roll
like
with magic.
magic.
Yeah, we really
We
like
like it.
magic.
We
We really
like it.
like magic. I hope you like magic.
Yeah.
And if you like magic, please comment your favorite magical show that is anime or not. So we
Or
can.
better,
Yeah.
comment the best power you would love to have, and then somebody else have to comment a condition to make it really bad.
Yes.
For example,
please.
it's like I can use, I can, I don't know, like, breathe underwater. And then somebody says, but only when your head is inside a toilet.
Yeah, kind of.
You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, it
You
works.
know what I mean?
Yeah, like my favorite magical power is immortality. That's actually really good, but you can make it really bad.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah, you can be immortal, but blind and disabled or something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
so, something like that. So please comment something like that. It would be fun to see what everyone thinks and what everyone wants as a magical attribute. But back to Rudius. So he wakes up. He has his new family. There's a lot that is happening. So in the first episode, in the first or not first episode, in the first season, part 1, they are actually Rudius is training. He finds a magical book, or actually it's a baby. He hasn't started training yet. He's just roaming his house, finding a magical book, and wow, he starts to read it. And for some reason, there's magic in this world, and he's like, huh, "What is happening?" And then he hits his head, and his mother heals him, and there is where all his magical things that opens up his eyes for this new world happens. So he got introduced to magic with a healing power from his mother.
Yeah, actually, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
So that is his
He
introduction.
didn't believe it, when
No?
when she was chanting, because in that world, fun fact is like to do magic, you have to chant in a spell.
Yeah.
And yeah, Brutus is famous. He's badass because first he don't have to mention any word. He just feel the magic and just pop from his
Yep.
hands, and that's a big advantage. He actually becomes
Silent
really famous
Carnations.
in all of those stuff that he just like do it.
Incantations.
Yeah, he don't have to lose time about thinking about
Yeah.
words. He just know.
Just goes with the flow.
Like Laplace.
Yes. And Laplace is another character in this show. Yeah.
Laplace is actually the more interesting character in the whole series.
Yes, but we have not seen
I know, but
in,
even
in the
when you
anime,
watch the first 2 seasons, every time you hear something,
He's
it's like
badass.
it's like it's about him.
Him and his badass. Yes,
We don't gonna mention nothing about him anyways.
yeah,
anyways.
it
No,
doesn't
it's
matter.
okay.
But yeah, then he gets this introduction with magic, and everything just goes with it, and he starts to roam his house and finds a book in some coffin. No, not coffin. What
Yeah,
is it
something
called?
like that.
No,
Like
no, no, a chest, a loot chest, or a chest where they store things. Not a coffin. It's where people who have
first he has to
deceased
learn. He learned by himself how to read.
Yes, he's like 2. He's like 1. He's
Because-
just going around and roaming around the house. So
And that's a fun fact because his mind in this new body as a
Yeah.
kid, he even mentioned that it's so fast to catch information because it's like it's a new brain.
yeah,
That means faster. Like he learns everything so fast.
yeah, and everything is new impressions. Everything is new, a new world, and then, but yeah, he starts to learn magic, and then he meets a new friend. Who is his friend?
No, first, no, not the
Oh,
friend, not the friend. No,
am I
no.
that far
Yeah,
ahead?
you
now?
far, you far.
Okay.
Remember, he got a trauma. He can't go out of his home.
Yeah, that's true.
Who he actually
Ah.
thanks.
Yeah,
Like for him, it's really important. This person that helped him to break that trauma.
you talking about Roxy?
Yes.
Yes, Roxy. Yeah,
Yes.
sorry guys, I
Roxy
jumped.
Migardia.
Yeah,
The one and only.
yeah. His teacher.
Yeah, his teacher.
And because before he even got his teacher, he actually threw a big water ball outside and destroyed half his home.
He was practicing in secret
Yes.
because he didn't know if maybe doing those stuff was bad
Or illegal or anything
illegal
like
or
that.
something, and he was doing it. And one time he actually tried. In that world, you have a power system about spells or even swordplay that is like, I think it's basic, medium, advanced.
Yeah, and king.
Then you
and,
have
yeah.
then you have saint,
Yes.
king, and god.
Yes, something like that. Yeah.
And he did something like advanced water magic, if I remember correctly.
At the age of 4.
At the age of 4, he did a
Something like
spell
that,
with
yeah.
water,
Yeah.
and
Destroyed
he
half
just
his home.
mentioned the words, did it. You can see in the anime how the magic runs from his vein until
Yeah.
they get to his hand.
Yep.
And then he just blew up all of the window and probably the wall of the second
Yeah,
floor
no,
of his home.
he destroyed the second floor completely. Like it was like
He
nothing.
didn't know how
No,
strong he
no,
was
no, no.
supposed to be.
No, and after that, his parents tries to get him a magical teacher, and there's when we meet Roxy. It's
Yeah.
one of the other main characters in the show, and Roxy is a water king magician, I believe, at this point.
She's a saint in that
Oh,
moment.
yeah,
in
she's
that
a
moment,
saint.
she's,
Yeah,
she's
she's
a
saint,
saint
yeah.
mage, like a saint, because she can do saint level magic.
Yes, and then she starts to teach him, and he begins with chanting the spells, but it doesn't go well.
He didn't want to mention to her
Yeah.
that he could do it without
chanting
because
anything, yeah.
Because when she started doing magic, she started telling him that you have to spell
Yeah.
or else it will not work. And then he did it like wrong, but it went away. And she was like, "What?
Yeah,
Wait a
something
second.
like that.
You didn't actually did the whole incantation and you threw
Yeah.
the power."
Yeah, he actually missed 2
And
words.
he's
or
like,
something that.
"Well, I didn't want to say it, but I don't actually need to mention nothing. What do you mean? I just do it. I just feel it."
Yeah, and she's like, what the fuck?
He does it once, then he knows the feeling, and then he can do it. That's how I think it worked for him.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, just not to go so much into the details. After this part, he starts to. What was his trauma in this world?
His trauma is
Yes.
this one. I mean, in the beginning, the first trauma we can see is that every time somebody mentions that he have to leave home, and we're talking like just open the door
Yeah.
and go out of her home, his home.
Was it only home or just the territory of his home? Because
Yeah,
he
yeah, yeah,
was
yeah,
outside
yeah. But I
fighting
mean,
with his
like, you
dad and
know,
everything
he
like that.
can play there with his dad, like the
Yeah,
sword. But I mean,
yeah.
like crossing, like when it's not anymore his home,
Outside of
like
gates.
outside. Yeah,
Yes, outside of the
he got
gates. Yeah.
that trauma, and in it got to a point that Roxy told him, like, "I'm so proud of you." After 1 year, I believe it was 1 year or 2 years,
Something like that. I think it was
she
something like that.
says,
Yeah.
"I don't have nothing else to teach you." And she was
Yeah.
a saint mage. And listen, a saint mage in that level is not a joke. Actually, we believe it's like a
No.
normal thing in the series. It's like we haven't seen many in that level in
No,
the
no,
whole
no, no,
series.
no, 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 no. They are actually really, really strong mages. There are a couple of mages that are stronger than that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's
Even
pretty
like
amazing.
sword people, like
Yeah, yeah.
sword. Not everybody is in
No,
that
no, no, no,
level.
no.
It's
Then
less
standard
people,
level is pretty weak. It's like advanced. That is the standard level,
and
and
higher
yeah,
than that is like
you are a
I actually
force.
haven't seen some. I think the only two person that we've seen in the series that got like king level. I th-
I don't think we
okay,
can
okay, okay,
say.
okay.
I
I'm not
don't
gonna
think we
say that.
can
I'm
go
gonna
that.
say. But
I don't think we can
anyway,
go there.
the only ones that
Yeah.
we know like confirmed Saint level
It's
was
Roxy.
Roxy. In where we are in the series was Roxy and Rudius,
Yeah.
because Rudius passed the exam,
Yes, that's Roxy
but
actually
the
put
exam
up
was
for him.
outside their home.
Yes, and he actually destroyed or not destroyed. He changed the environment in the with this exam, and he without chanting
He
anything
put
either.
more magic than her.
Yes, and it was pretty amazing. But and after that, he gets his courage to be able to go out and meet his friend. His first time meeting this green-haired
Yeah, actually, before that,
girl.
it was really emotional the way how he says goodbye to Roxy,
Yeah, that's true.
because he thanks her not just because she teaching magic. Actually, that
She
wasn't even
helped
the
him with the
feeling.
trauma. Yeah, yeah,
It
no,
was
no.
the trauma.
Yeah,
Like he felt like he could go forward in his life, something that he couldn't
yes.
do in his past life,
No.
and that's the actual meaning of the series. Like him going forward,
Yeah,
going forward.
he's a normal dude that is actually like traumatized from his past life because stupid things happened to him, and he can't go over it, come over it. And Roxy come up, help him with magic, help him solve his trauma, and boom, voila.
Yeah, she took him, put him in the horse. We go.
Yeah, like shock therapy.
Okay, now we go with your
Now,
favorite super pure heart quarter elf girl.
I think she's half elf.
No, I think it's a quarter.
You think it's
Yeah.
yeah? I think probably quarter. So yeah, Sylphie or Sylphiette, her whole name, and she is actually a green-haired elf in the beginning.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the show, and people think whenever they meet her, they think she is scary.
Why?
We will come to that, but people
Okay.
think she's scary, and they actually like scare kids with a specific story about supports
Superb.
and
Devils.
yes, demons, a
Demons.
real warrior class of demons. They are actually really strong, and their feature was green haired and a jewel in the middle of the
A red jewel.
in the forehead. And yes, and people think she's a bird, so people or the normal humans are a little bit afraid of her because of
That's why she got bullied a lot.
yeah, she got bullied because of these stories, and she was the only one who had gray hair. No, not gray hair, green hair. Sorry. And a lot of things happen. She gets bullied, as you mentioned, and Rudius help her. And then we fast forward to where?
Fun fact, he didn't know it was a girl.
No, he thought it was a guy.
No,
some reason.
it's because I do believe the way how they describe him, it's like she's beautiful and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
But because she got short hair and she's kind of like androgenic, it's called. You know, androgenic. It's like when somebody.
You're using really big words at the moment for me.
Okay, okay.
I don't know what that
But
means.
it's like somebody that looks somewhere like you don't know if it's this or not, and you kind of like it looks like a pretty.
Okay.
I don't know, weird.
I don't know, but he thinks
Yeah, something like
she's
like he thought he was a kid
Yeah.
because he had short hair, but no, it wasn't. And then he find out in the more awkward way as possible. They get really dirt playing around, and they need to take a shower,
Yeah.
and he forced him thinking it was a him
Yeah.
to take a shower, and then he removed his or clothes, and then he find out it was not a he,
Yeah.
it was a she.
Yeah. And it was actually like not in a weird way. It
Yeah,
was
those
actually like a kid.
yeah,
Like,
but those are the type of things that
Yeah.
white people get like a little bit discussed about the thing, but it's like whatever.
it is whatever. It's just a show, and he's just a kid in the show. But yeah, either way. And after that, he teaches her magic
Yeah.
and teaches her silent incantations also, and teaches her how to build up her mana.
True, because in that world, people thought that when you're born, that when you start doing magic, the amount of magic you have, that's it. That's the level you were born. And Fee found that was a lie, that you actually can, like, the younger you start and you push yourself, like we say, he was doing like 1 bowl of water, he couldn't do anymore. Next day he tried to do 2, and then 3,
He
and then
tried
4,
to increase his
and
magic.
then increase by himself.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was that he was the one who began that thing.
Yes, he is the trendsetter. Or maybe Lapras could be the trendsetter. We don't know.
No, but he was like
We don't know
no,
yet.
no, Laplace is a different thing. He's from a different race.
Of
It's
course,
a different thing.
he's a demon, but it is
They are probably the ones who believe that, like, because they just born with like extreme amount of magic.
Yeah, they are born with a lot. But either way, and now he and Sylphie are best friends, and a lot of things happen. And Paul is also trying to teach Rudy swordsmanship at the same time, because
Paul is his dad.
Yeah.
Just for people that don't know, his dad is a swordman. Actually, it's a really good one. I believe he's in the advanced thing, not a saint, but he's really good with the sword.
It's a really good one.
It's not somebody that is trying to get stronger. He's just somebody that comes from a royalty family and he wanted to be free. He gave up his position as a royal and just went around in the world to do adventures and fought,
have fun
with his friends and stuff like that.
And have fun a little bit. So yeah, and it was a lot. And he makes a decision that changes Rudy's life a little bit to throw him away.
Yeah. It took me a time to understand why he wanted to separate Sophie and Rudius, but then I kind of get it, you know. Paulus is a simple man, but at the same time, he was wise and he was a good dad. He was a good dad, even though he didn't have that connection with Rudius, because in reality, Rudius was an older man than him.
Yeah, of course. He's 36 and his dad was like 20 something at that time. So yeah, it's a different type of age.
Yeah, but he just thought like this in that world.
Yeah.
He didn't want Rudius to stuck in this town with this girl, even though that could be in the future, but not in this moment. He was too young and he wanted his son to have the opportunity to go out in the world and don't be stopped by a love story.
Yeah.
And then he just sent him to his family, actually, to be the teacher, the magic teacher of one girl that it's Irish. Irish
called Eris. Boreas
Eris.
Grey Rat, I believe.
Boreas Grey Rat. Yeah, she's kind of like his cousin.
Yeah, his cousin, like his dad, something, brother's kid, something like that. So it's a cousin, but I don't know if they're closely related or not.
And now we're going to talk about her, but first we're going to do a small pause.
Yes, we need a small break about this and probably answer some questions.
Right now, if you have watched Mushoku Tensei, you can comment your favorite 3 characters.
Yes, please do.
And I mean, if you have the time and you can choose why, let us know too, but at least the names.
At least the names and kind of a small explanation. It would be fun for us to know.
Yeah. See you in a moment.
See you later. Bye.
Perfect, we back. Okay. I hope you let the comment of the characters. We're gonna read it and maybe actually answer your comments and says like cool or maybe like wipe that one. But anyway.
Yes.
We were now talking about when he went to live with the Grey Rats, right?
Yes. And one thing before we even continue, I don't think we will be able to get to season 2.
No, I don't think so. And the thing is, like, I don't know if probably you can feel, but we actually really like this show.
It's a good show. It's a really good show.
And we know a lot of details about the show. We're actually trying to not stop in so many details that we know. We're trying to try to go a little bit forward because we see like, okay, we could kind of like talk about this for too many hours and, we don't want to make it so long.
Stuck.
I mean, probably we maybe make another episode wherever we left it,
Yeah.
just to keep going because it's actually a lot. And
And
if people
and if you
like
like
it,
it, yeah, of course.
if people like it, we can even talk beyond that and even start talking about what is coming after the light
Yeah.
novels and stuff like that because we're actually into that.
Yeah,
And
yeah, we
this
have
show,
read
it's
a lot of
amazing.
the light novels. I think Gabriel has also completed them, but yeah.
Yeah.
And he starts to live with the other Rudy's Grey Rat family, and he meets one of my actually favorite characters in the show,
Who?
Ghislaine, or how to
Celine, yeah.
pronounce her name.
She's
One of the
I believe she's the first like really strong character
yes.
that we met that we didn't know how strong was she, but she was
I think
really
they
strong.
mentioned no, they did not mention it. They mentioned it later, and it's I don't know if we should go into it. It's a spoiler from season 2, but she was a really strong character or not. They haven't even mentioned in season 2. I don't believe.
I don't know, but she's a sword
Yeah,
king.
she's a sword king.
She's a sword king, and that means
And,
she is
strong.
I do believe
strong as
it's
hell.
not 20 sword king in that world.
No,
I don't
it's
think so.
something like that. It's really few people
And
that are a
I'm
sword,
giving a
sword
number
king.
without me to actually know in the series about
Yeah.
like sword kings because I don't know if they mention like 10.
Yeah, something like that. There are probably more in the show, but the
ones they
named
mentioned,
characters
it's
are
probably like
few.
five,
Yeah, so
five,
something like that.
6, maybe.
And but yeah, so we meet her and we meet Eris. We meet Eris' dad, or actually like Rudy's cousins in some kind of way.
Yeah, like uncle, cousin,
Yeah,
something
uncle,
like that.
cousins, and everything like that. And he goes through a whole
And her
character.
grandpa, he was
yeah.
really actually nice. I do
Yes.
believe like when you watch the series, you actually liked him.
Yes, I liked him also. And he goes through a huge character development at that time. That is his character, one of his character development arcs.
You're forgetting something.
What am I forgetting?
The main person he met.
Eris.
Yeah, and what happened when they met?
I don't know. She punched him in the face.
She beat the shit out of him, dude.
Yeah, of course.
She beat the shit out of him because I believe she's 1 year older than him.
Yeah, something like that. And she
And she
felt
was like,
"Are you
"Why
going to
you
teach me?"
gonna teach me? You're gonna be my new teacher? Why you talk like that? You're younger than me."
Yeah, yeah.
Stuff like
Talk
that.
to me
And
with
then
respect.
she slapped him and
Yeah.
he slapped her back and
Yeah.
says like, "This is how it feels when you." And then she
Yeah.
was like, "Now you're gonna see."
And
And then he ran away, but he throws some magic and stuff like that. Yeah.
She like
She's a
attacked him.
beast.
Yeah, she's a beast.
She's a
that
beast.
girl. But the thing is, yeah, and Rudy's, I believe, I don't know what you think, but this is one of the most important character development arcs he have, because he learns how to teach her like magic.
I mean, he
And-
teach Sophie before, you know.
Yeah, but
And
th-
she
th- this
actually
is-
learned.
this- yeah, but
Aries didn't.
no. But this is a little bit different. She needs to find the new teaching methods. Sylphie was pretty early with learning how to do magical things, magical spells.
I think he learned how to behave with people.
Yes.
It's a lot of development about
Yes.
himself.
Yes.
He learned different languages. He learned a little bit more of the sword, even though
Yeah.
he wasn't like the best of the sword. He learned some
From
with
Ghislaine, yeah.
Slim.
Yeah.
He kind of like practiced more his magic, earth magic mostly, because
Yes.
he started doing like toys and stuff
His
like
figurines.
His figurines, yeah, that was really
it's called,
important.
yeah. It was his coping mechanism in this
that.
world
He
too.
read a lot of
Yeah.
books in different languages.
Yeah.
He learned the languages to be able to read those stuff.
Yes. And he actually discovered books are really expensive in this world. Books,
Really?
yeah, books are really expensive. I think he paid
True.
I think he paid 2 gold coins, and is a lot of money. I think a gold coin, a family could live for that for like 1 year or something like that. So the books are really expensive.
Yeah, but it's true. No,
Yeah.
in that, I mean, in
Yeah.
that, the thing is, the Grey Rats were rich people.
Yeah, of course
like,
they are barons or something like that. They're actually royalty in some
Yeah,
kind of
they're
way. Yeah,
royalty,
so
they're
something
royalty.
like that. But yeah, and then a lot of things happen. Like they escape, they do this kind of things. They will go to a ball, they go to a prom, they do a lot of different things.
Yeah, they do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and he actually learns the way of the sword. He actually tries to teach Eris the way of the magic, and then some crazy natural catastrophe happens.
Catastrophe.
Yeah, we don't need to go into like what he taught, tried to teach Eris or anything like that, because it's just like
Yeah, true. Yeah, we just like kind of like staying too much in the details.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
true. It's
yeah,
true. Anyway, he managed to actually make Irish to like him and follow him and listen to him.
yeah.
Actually, he managed the way. I mean, yeah, he did some stuff. You can actually watch the anime, but this is not the more important stuff.
Yes.
The more important is what's coming.
Yeah.
There is like something happened in the sky. It was like something was there for some time and they didn't know what it is. They were trying to get what it is. One day,
They were theorizing it was a Laplace area or other different things. They didn't know what it was, so they were theorizing like it could be
yeah, it
Laplace
could be anything. I
castle
don't
or
know.
whatever like that.
No, I
Also,
think that no, they thought it was Peruvius castle.
could be. Yeah, that's true.
Or maybe because Peruvius actually, well, I mean, for
Uh,
people that don't know, Peruvius is a dragon.
we can no, we can say it.
No,
I
okay.
think it's a
But
spoiler.
he's the hero of
Yeah,
the old war.
yeah.
It's he's mentioned. He's mentioned. He's a hero from the
Yes.
old war against Laplace.
Yep.
That he's still alive,
Yep.
waiting for the return of Laplace to
Yep.
fight him again.
Yes. So they were thinking it was his castle or
got a flying
something like
castle.
that. Yes. And then some big thunder thing happened, or I don't know how to explain it. It was a big vortex or a big like
Yeah, like a
something void
wormhole
or
or
whatever.
something
Yeah,
like
something.
that teleport
Yeah.
everybody to different places in the world. People who were together went to the same places. People that were not touching
Yes.
each other, I think they were to different places in the
Yes.
whole world. And special, Rudius was with
Eris, and they
Irish,
were
and they
touching
got
each other.
and they got teleport to one of the more dangerous places in the whole world. That is the
Demon continent.
yes.
And just to clarify, this catastrophe happened across the whole area, across the whole country or region area.
Yeah, it was
of
only that
grey
country.
rats.
Yeah, I think so.
And not the world, but in the regional area. So it got really affected. So everyone got teleported somewhere.
Most people actually
Yes.
die on the
Yes,
teleportation.
it
They maybe
was-
fall in places that they couldn't survive,
Yeah.
or they were thrown in the middle of a war, or in the middle of
Desert or
animals,
whatever.
demons, desert, and die. Many.
Yeah. So it is happening a lot like after that, and Rudius and Ares gets teleported to the demon continent, and they meet our third and fourth favorite
Team
character.
7, bro. This is Team 7, bro.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Kinda, right?
yeah, it's Team
It's like
7. Yeah,
it's
kind
Team
of.
7, but without
Without Kakashi.
no, without Sakura actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, without
That's
Sakura.
true,
Okay.
yeah.
It's like Kakashi, Sasuke, and Naruto.
So who do they meet? They meet Rudyard.
Ruger Superdia. He's a superb. He's the guy that he's the race that Rudius was told by Roxy that he should be afraid. It's like
Yeah.
the boogeyman or
Yeah, the
something like
boogeyman.
that in that world. It's like they have like songs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the superb will appear and will take all of the kids
And
and kill
eat all
them
the
and eat
children
them
and
and stuff like
everything
that.
like
And
that,
he's
yeah.
a demon.
Yeah.
And he, in the moment Rudius look at him, he's like, okay, green hair,
He got really scared.
yellow, a red pearl in the
Yep.
front. Oh, and fuck, we're gonna die.
Let's try to run, but it didn't happen.
Actually, not Ruger was a really he's one of the most humble and
Yes.
nicest
Yes.
characters in the whole series. He helped them.
And we get to know why also.
Yeah, he promised them to help them to take them to their home.
And the thing is, why they were also why we mentioned green hair in the beginning with Sylphie is because of him.
Yeah.
He's the green haired dude, but he's shaving off his head.
Yeah, the race. No,
Fair,
he shaped
yeah.
because they wanted to try to go to another place.
Yeah.
Actually,
And-
in the way going there, they go to a small town that is where the Migards
Yes.
live. That is the
Yes.
family of Roxy.
Yes, and
And they're welcome because
yeah.
they know Roxy.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And Rudius meets Roxy's parents. Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of things happen there. And one of my favorite parts in this show is actually the demon continent itself.
Which part?
When they get to the first big city,
Mm-hmm.
and Rudyard is trying to help them to like actually get away, and they form their dead end party.
Yeah, that's
That
how they
is-
call
yes.
Ruger. in the demon
Yeah,
continent. Dead end.
dead
Why?
end.
Because when you look at when he appeared,
Yeah,
you finish.
you would be finished, and we get to know. I think it's at this point we get to know a little bit about Ruger's backstory, that Laplace made them do these kind of things.
Yeah,
So that's
they have
why.
kind of like a curse.
Yeah,
It's like they actually use spears, and
yeah,
the spears comes from their tails. When they are born, they have tails, and then while they grow up, the tail falls apart and it becomes really hard,
yeah,
like a spear, and it's even harder than probably iron or something like that.
yeah.
And Laplace changed their spears for some coarse weapons that they
Yeah.
use, and they become hypnotized or something, and they attack in the last war
Everyone,
everyone and
everyone,
start killing
left
all.
and right
And
and left.
that race actually are
Yeah,
pretty strong. I mean, think about it. Like Ruger, it's pretty old too. He's really
I
old,
think he's 400 years old or something
somewhere
like
like
that.
that, and he's
Yeah,
still young
he's still young
because
and he's
demons can
strong.
live longer. I mean,
Yeah,
depends the race. Like I think the Migors can live like 200
sorry.
years. I think, for example, Roxy is 36 years old when we met her.
Yeah, I think so too. But they can live a lot of
Yeah,
a
I
lot
think it's
long.
200.
Yeah, something like that.
Elf, for what we see, is the one who can live the
Longest,
longest.
yeah.
Pure elf.
Yeah, pure elves. Yes. Sorry for like gasping. It has been a long day of work. But
Yeah, it's pretty late actually. It's actually late, but we're having a good time.
yeah, we're having a really good time. And one of the things that is actually really amazing with the show, I just really need to say this, the environments, as mentioned last week in the Witch Hat Atelier, the environments are really cool in the show. Like all of these continents, everything that we are seeing, like whenever they are facing this big demon beast in the demon continent, him, Eris,
They have
and
many. I don't
Richard.
remember.
It was a worm, if you
Yeah,
remember.
those
Yeah,
are the
yeah,
first ones.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that was pretty amazing to see the fighting, and actually like Rudius fighting alongside Eris and Richard. And that is my favorite part, the dead end formation of this team, and they are actually adventuring to get money to be able to escape this hellhole. That's basically what it
That's
is.
actually the fun part in
Yeah,
that season.
yeah,
They
yeah.
become adventurers and they actually have that adventure dream. Like they go around and they have a really good time. They have tough times because of Ruger. Everybody's scared of Ruger. That
Yeah.
means they have to like put kind of like he paint his hair, then he actually shave it, then he cover his front.
Crystal. Oh, he covered the crystal pretty early before they even went into the city, because it's one of the signs. No
No,
one
first
knows.
he went in. Yeah, he went in with blue hair, and people thought he was a
Yes,
Migord, and then after they find out that he was
but I think they
he was a
covered.
support, he just shave it and put that and say, okay, we go.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and then he put like a bandana or
Yeah,
something
and
on
then
his
he
head
got like
and
bold.
covered it. Yes, because he could still see with that eye. Amazing. Uh,
Anyway, just to go a little bit forward about it, I mean, some of the stuff that happened, the more important stuff was like they met Kichirika.
who was that again?
Kishirika is a demon emperor,
Yeah, the empress, the
Empress, even
empress.
though she looks like weak or something because
Yeah.
she's not in her full form, she was the leader of the demon army in the last war.
Yes.
But right now she just looked like a kid or something
Yeah,
like that.
because she lost all of her
Her
power.
magic or something,
Yeah.
but still she's strong, like
Yes.
really strong. It's just that in the series she's in a
Yeah.
different thing.
But what does she do to it?
Because Rudius gave him some food and she was starving to death.
Yeah.
She says, I will give you now something because I always give something to people. And then she had something in her eyes.
A
She took
demon eye.
Rudius' eye, removed one of his eyes, and he was like, What? What's that? Like she took one of my eyes, and then she took off one of her eyes and put it on him.
Yeah. And she gave him something called a demon eye.
Yeah, demon
Wow.
eye, actually.
And with that demon eye, what can he do? At that point, he can look in the future for like a millisecond or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's like he can use it to prevent an attack or something when
Yes.
he's fighting, like because he's not the best, like he's a close combat fighter because he's a mage, but he knows a little bit because he's been practicing a
Ooh.
lot of sword, but he's
Yeah.
not he don't got talent for that. He just know basic stuff.
Have we mentioned one really important thing now?
Which one?
The difference between a magician and a swordsman in this show. Like what they are doing with the magic.
With the mana?
Yeah.
Okay, we
You,
we
you,
haven't, but
no, but we need to clarify this kind of a little bit.
yeah, it's like mages expel magic from her for themselves. Like they throw it away.
Yes,
Sword
a source
swordsmen,
man.
they use their magic to cover their body, even though they don't know they're doing it, to
Yes,
become hard.
yes.
It's like Haki in
In
One
One Piece, in
Piece.
some kind of way. Yeah, that's the easy
And
way to
Rudius
explain.
is not able to do that. He
No,
have a
no, no,
something
no.
that doesn't allow him to do that, and most people can, but he
Yes,
can't. That's
yes.
his
So he
weakness.
can't be a swordsman in that kind of sense to engulf his body in the magic and actually make it stronger. Rudius is only capable of throwing out all the magic that they have. That's basically what it is.
That's why his power is like not superhuman swordman, because
Yeah.
in a certain level of sword, they're like superhumans.
Yes. Some, not to go too much into detail, what I wanted to mention with this, actually, whenever Rudius got his eye, it actually helped him in close combat because he could predict the movements of the swordsmen
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it helped him.
to a certain point of level, like advanced or saint swordsman, but it
No,
doesn't
no, no.
matter.
He can't.
Not
face
at that point, not at that point, and maybe later. I don't know, but
The thing with
I don't
Rudius is
know.
like
But
he's the best. He's the best when he had a strategy. Yeah, he
yeah,
can face anyone.
yeah, yeah.
But I mean, close combat against a sword man that is
It's
saint level. I think
it's
it's over.
hard. It's
It's
hard,
over.
and yeah,
If he had the time to prepare himself, is different
yes,
because he
it's
could like
completely
he
different.
know his weaknesses, and he knows that he cannot be so close, and if he
Yeah.
will be, he have to have something and stuff like that. But yeah, but it's like just using the sword. He cannot face using the way he fight with the sword is like using magic and the sword at the same time. Not to the extreme level that he could use just magic,
No.
but just to like he can face maybe an advanced swordman
Something
probably
like that. Yeah.
in
One.
the end. In the end,
Yeah. So
in the
something like
end,
that.
using just a sword.
One thing I really want to like go to before we end today's episode is when they are able to escape the demon continent and when they get rescued by some humans after he gets his demon eye and they take him to the human world basically and they rescue a holy dog.
Oh, yeah, but that was after.
Yeah, after the demon continent, yes.
But then you're missing. No, no, no. Sorry,
No, no,
that was after. They were
yeah.
to the beast continent.
Yes, that is after it because the beasts try to rescue the holy dog too, the Holy Spirit or whatever they call
Yeah,
him.
actually, that's an
Yeah.
interesting fact in the future. Yeah.
So he got captured.
He got
Rudius.
captured because
Yes.
they tried to say kind of like a human trafficking
Yeah.
stuff. They were like trafficking kids,
From
and he
the
helped them.
beast people.
But the beast people, when they
Yeah.
saw him with them, they thought he was the trafficker, and they
Yeah.
took him and put him in a certain place.
Because he was actually petting the dog and they thought he were inappropriate with their holy king.
No, but they still
yeah.
they thought he was one
Yes,
of
also
guys,
one of the guys, yes. And then my favorite scene in the show happens is when Rudius is in this little prison.
Naked.
Yeah, naked and just chilling. And then they throw in, what is his name again?
Monkey face guy.
Yeah, monkey face guy.
He's important.
Oh, he's
But
really
what's his
important
name?
character.
Oh,
Do you want to look it up?
Yeah,
we need to look it up.
yeah.
But yeah, the monkey face guy, and he actually like lies there completely naked and just basically said, "Hello, newbie, welcome to my crib." And the monkey face guy, we will get the name. He was like, "Oh, hello, master," and it was pretty awesome. Like I've been here longer than you, and Rudis had been there like for one day longer than him, completely naked. And then they figure out later on.
Ruyo's mom was Zenith. Yeah, I remember now.
Sanit, yes, yes.
I was trying to
yeah,
remember
mother,
the name.
yeah. And
Geese.
yes. Geese.
He's the monkey
Yeah.
face guy. He
He's
actually looks like
amazing.
a human, but he's a race of
Yeah.
demons. But he got like a monkey face. Like I don't know, if he exactly looks like a monkey or like
Close
a
to it,
monkey
yeah.
face, but pretty human.
Resembles it. Or the
resembles,
humans
yeah,
think
resembles. I don't
that it
think he's
resembles
not
it.
hairy
Yeah,
and stuff.
no,
It's
no,
just
no.
like maybe his mouth or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that is
Geese.
my favorite scene. He's like, welcome to my crib. And Geese is like, oh, hello, my lord.
Hello, my lord. And he was
Yeah,
like,
something like
yeah,
that.
because he was like, I'm the lord of this
Yeah, yeah,
place,
yeah, but
naked. And he was like, okay, boss, you're the
yeah,
boss.
you're my boss now. And it's actually amazing. And Geese is they are helping. They will help out the Beastmen.
This is a
It's
good
not. Yeah,
character.
Geese is an amazing character. It's one of the most important characters. But the
Yeah.
funniest part is like in this Beastman territory where Rudius is held, it's actually Ghislaine's family.
Yeah, but they don't have a good relation with
No, no, no.
Kathleen because she left the path or something
Yes.
like
Yeah,
that,
she
and
wanted to
they
be
they
an
know that she was
adventurer
super
and alone.
strong and
Yeah.
stuff like. They respect her, but they're kind of like mad because she left because she could be maybe the queen or something
Yes,
like that.
something like that. She could be really powerful in that village and in that
She
Beastman
probably is the
group. Yeah,
strongest
yeah,
person
yeah,
in
yeah,
that
for sure.
village.
At least in the last couple of 100 years
Of
or
course
something
she
like
is.
that.
I
Yeah,
mean, of
yeah,
course she is. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then Rudy, no, Roger and Eris comes there and like, oh,
They save him.
yeah, they try to save him at least, but he was already saved in some kind of way, and they help them with the flooding and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So a
After
lot of things
after
happen.
that, they just go their way until they actually
Yes.
get to where they belong, and in that moment, they have to
Not
say
yet.
goodbye.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
No,
What happened after?
they get to a city meet Paul.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, they actually meet Paul.
Yeah.
This true.
With Rudy's little
That's one.
sister.
That's one of the best parts.
Yes. Well,
Actually, I mean, them.
I have two
I do
favorite
believe.
scenes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like
Season 1.
they got to a place and yeah, Rudius actually thought that some people were kidnapping people,
Yeah.
and he used an underwear in his face, like covering his face,
Yeah, and
for
then
them to
it
don't know
was
who
his
he
dad.
is, to fight that people, and then he
Yeah.
started fighting with somebody, and he was like, I know this way of
Yeah.
fighting,
And this is
and
my
then it was like,
dad.
Rudius, is you?
Yeah.
And he was like, that?
Yeah. Like, huh?
Yeah, and they start having some like, like
They didn't like each other in the
no, no,
beginning.
no,
They were
no,
fighting.
no, no.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. It was like they start having like some chats, and Rudius start telling him so much, like how much adventures, and
Yeah.
he tell his story
Happiness.
in a happy way.
Yeah.
And
Not the hard parts of the
Paulus
story.
was really destroyed. He haven't seen Paulus in such a long time. It's been years.
Yeah, it's been years.
It was like 5 years
yeah,
probably.
so something like that. And they had a really long adventure, and
Yeah.
now we are skipping a
I
lot
mean,
of
we did.
details.
We kind of talked like 5 years of adventures in like
yeah,
20 minutes.
it's really
But
really long.
anyway,
So that happens, and then the season ends
no,
with
no. But explain about Paulus, bro. Paulus
Yeah,
stand up and got really mad. Like, yeah, you were playing with your friends
yeah, and
in that thing,
left
and
us
I've been
alone.
here with your little sister searching for your family who got teleported
Yes.
to, and we don't know where they are.
Just to
And he's an alcoholic at that
Yes.
time. I mean,
And
the
he's
super
really depressed. Yeah,
the
he's
super
really depressed.
happy
Yeah.
person is gone.
Yeah.
Paulus is destroyed.
Because if you remember, we mentioned that we didn't mention that they had two little sisters, and Paul was unfaithful to his mother and got another little sister. We skipped that part.
That's true, but
Yeah, but either way, his
seen
other
it,
little sister.
yeah, seen it, and what is it called?
I don't remember her name. I'm so bad at names. It
Yeah.
was a long time ago.
Lydia.
Yeah, Lydia. Yes, but the thing is, Lydia and her kid is teleported away. Paul is trying to search for Ennis and Lydia and the other
Paul
kid.
have what is it called? Rudio's sister, but from the size
Yes,
of Zenith.
yeah, his biological sister in this world.
The other one is
Yes.
half, but
Half,
still,
yeah.
his both are
Yeah.
sister for him completely.
So so that happens. So Paul is a little bit depressed, or a little bit really depressed, alcoholic, and doesn't believe his life is worth living. And they tug it out. They fight a little bit, and they go separate ways. And because Rudius, or not Rudius, Roger promised Rudy and Eris to bring them home to Eris' place.
But boy, you're missing a part, dude.
Which
It's
part?
a really emotional part.
Well,
Well, Rudius got really mad the way how Paulus was treating
Yes,
him
of
because he
course.
been through so much, and they
Yeah.
start having a fight,
yeah,
and they actually fight, and Rudius punching really hard.
yes,
And Paulus didn't actually kind of like defend himself, but in that time his sister looked at him, and because of that, later in the future, his sister actually have a lot against Rudius because she saw him beating his dad.
yeah. She grew up
And
with
then he just
them
leave
alone.
away, and
Yeah.
he's like really, really sad because
Yes.
it's like he been searching not searching, but he was trying to go back. He was a kid in that moment, you
Yeah,
know,
his
even
goal
though
was
he
to
was
get
just
back.
like 10 years old,
Yeah.
probably.
At that point,
No, he
when
was
they were
more.
fighting,
He was more.
no, when they were fighting, he was 10.
No, because
It was 10
remember when Aries
or
got
12.
15, is that they,
Yeah,
yeah, that means he
then it
probably
was
is like
yeah,
14,
13 or
13,
something. Yeah,
14.
I think they were two
Yeah,
years
he
apart.
goes
Yeah,
apart, and Aries, actually, she's always super tough and stuff like that with him. In that moment, she saw him
yeah.
so bad that she hold him.
I actually need to
And
Google this.
yeah, and then kind of like a day pass, and yeah, he goes to a place like planning to leave, and Paulus went in. And in the moment Paulus went in, Aries was like, "Who? What you doing? You're gonna hurt Rudius again." And Ruger, the support, was like, "Hey, we let them speak."
Yeah.
It's like nobody has to interfere
Yes.
between a conversation with dad and son.
Yeah.
Yeah, they let himself together, and they don't know what to say. But the guy who is serving the alcohol look at Rudius and say, "You haven't even looked up to your dad."
Dad's eyes, like,
Look
yeah, he
his
was
eyes.
destroyed
And he was
because of the, yeah,
destroyed and repenting for what
yeah,
he did, because Ruger, before he leaves, says, talk with him,
yeah.
but remember, you are able to talk to him because he survived all of those stuff.
Yes.
And Geese, before in a bar,
Yeah.
that he was saying like, no, but Rudius is a gifted guy. He should have
He
done
saved
even more.
me
He
and
says,
everything like that. Yeah.
remember, Rudius was just 9 years old
When he got
or 10
separated,
years old,
so
something like that. When he got separated,
at the
the
end
demon.
of season 1, he was 12.
Yeah, but he asked them, like, have you been in the demon continent? Paulo
No.
says, no, it's a more dangerous place. It's like,
Then
not everybody
everything
survived. And
else,
he was
yeah.
like, wow.
Yeah.
And then Rudius just look at him and says, why we don't do like this never happened? And can you be there, sit
Yeah.
down, open your arms? And then he run to him and hug him. That was
Can we
so
do it?
emotional.
Yeah, it was a really
so
emotional moment, and it was an amazing moment to see. Actually, it was like this show. I'm getting like goosebumps. I'm really getting goosebumps. But yeah, this show is amazing. It's actually a really good show. And if you haven't seen this show, please watch it. And if you have watched until this point, please comment. Like,
Yeah, I think maybe
Anime
we're
Explained
gonna
Poorly
leave
is
it
the
for
best.
we're gonna leave it for today.
I don't know yet. I just wanted to say one more thing before we close it, but I want people to comment something like Anime Explained Poorly, the best show ever. Please do it. But one thing I want to leave at is the end of season 1. When he gets Rudyard holds his promise.
One question.
Yes.
We talk about like making this episode somewhere around like 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Would you want to do one a little bit longer?
This one?
Yeah.
You
could do like an hour, like 10 minutes more.
Yeah, we can do 10 minutes more. Like if
okay?
Yeah, for me it's okay. I don't know how much is the clock. Let's round it off now, maybe, because if we're going to discuss more, it will be a lot. We will.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Then we're gonna finish. We're not gonna finish. But then anyway, then next time we go to the part when they actually get to the where they were supposed to go.
Yeah.
I mean, their actual cities, because Rudius wanted to really take Iris to her home.
Yes,
and they separate.
Yeah.
Rudiger go to his way and stuff like that. Next time we talk deeper about that one.
Yes, and there's a lot to that.
It's so
specific
much
part.
more that we have to talk, dude.
And one thing, please comment if you want to hear more about our take on Mushoku Tensei, because now we have just tried to explain the show.
Yeah, but this is a poor explanation.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you for everything. Let comments, likes, and thanks for your support. We're trying to do our best, and we hope that we see you next week for another episode. We're trying to make this thing as often as possible. And
once a week at least.
See you
next
time.
Take care.
Take care.